You know, I'm no hero, okay? But please pat me on the back for the bravery
They
anyway.
can't.
Right now,
You
there's a
can.
$3 billion lawsuit going on that names some of the biggest celebrities in the world. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Michael Jordan, and even Chris Benoit. Chris Benoit, many of you probably raised an eyebrow to because
Yeah.
he's been dead for well over 10 years now, and he has just been named in a $3 billion lawsuit for conspiracy to kidnap a woman and her children. I'm sure all of you are familiar with the story of Chris Benoit. He was a damn near household name in the wrestling scene, and he ended up killing his family and killing himself. It's a horrific, tragic story, and he's been dead for a long time now. He has been decaying in the ground for a while. And the children here that are talked about in the lawsuit, from everything I've read, were not alive when Chris Benoit still inhabited this corporeal dimension. Which would mean that post-mortem, from beyond the grave, Chris Benoit's spirit would have had to been conspiring with this massive Illuminati network here to commit this kidnapping crime. Which is a bold claim. This is a lawsuit that comes from a former wrestler named Raka Khan, who alleges that there was this massive conspiracy to kidnap her and her children, and she is seeking $3 billion and named not only a ton of celebrities like individuals and pretty much every wrestler that has ever breathed over the last 100
Wait,
years.
what?
I wouldn't be surprised to find Andre the Giant buried somewhere in the list of culprits. But she is also naming entire companies like Home Depot. I shit you not. Home Depot is listed as part of this conspiracy to kidnap her and her children. It is outrageous. Now, of course, I don't want to rule out the possibility
Actually,
that Home
maybe
Depot
real.
has a seat at the New World Order, and the first order of business was to kidnap her and her
Two-year
children.
batch baby.
But with the amount of people and companies listed here, it seems unrealistic. Because, like I said, it wasn't just Home Depot either.
Okay.
Bank of America was listed. The
But what if it's real though?
FBI, the entire FBI. There's all these companies apparently had skin in the game, and they're all listed now in this $3 billion lawsuit. Honestly, by the end of reading this list, I was half expecting to see my favorite breakfast restaurant listed here, which is just a mom and pop local restaurant. And I thought, you know what, everyone's guilty out here. But yeah, it's pretty outrageous, and I've done a bit of research now on Raka Khan, and she's unfortunately had a lot of bad things happen to her post-wrestling career, as well as even during her wrestling career. For example, she dated Kurt Angle for a while, and there was 2009 incident where like abuse was alleged, but then it was later kind of dropped. But it was very messy, very muddy and fishy. But overall, a lot has happened to her throughout her life. And in 2019, she even landed herself on the most wanted list for El Paso. It's a really
Most wanted.
wild web, and the lawsuit is pretty concerning, honestly. I went over it all on stream, so I'll just play those clips for you to give you a deeper
Is it
insight
more
into all
like dead or alive for a cash reward?
XQC, my
Yeah, look
brother,
up the
you are
Dwayne "The Rock"
best
Johnson lawsuit.
XQCL.
Here. Someone mentioned that earlier, I forgot to look it up. It was apparently named in a multi-billion-dollar lawsuit from a former WWE wrestler. Holy shit, it's a kidnapping lawsuit. Oh, that's right, live action Moana. Maybe he's being sued because of how horrible that fucking idea is. They're kidnapping the audience's patience.
I bet.
FBI is named in the lawsuit. Wow, that's awfully ambitious. Her complaint, most of which is made up of those being sued, alleges that those named worked together in a conspiracy to kidnap her and her children.
Did they actually get kidnapped though?
Some other names in the lawsuit are the State of Texas, the El Paso Child Protective Services, the Las Cruces, New Mexico Police Department, the NYPD, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, New York ACS, Omega Psi Phi Fraternity, Shirley Police Department, Sigma Phi Epsilon, Suffolk County,
What?
New York, the Bank of America, Home Depot, and even the who are her children? What? Why would all of these people work together to kidnap her children? Are they like Super Saiyans? Fuck, Jesus Christ. Home Depot of all things. How did they get tossed into the mega
But
mix?
what a massive AOE.
A kidnapping aisle? What happened? Apparently it's proceeded in court. That's what it said at the start.
Well, it's a
making
huge
waves in
AoE
court,
suit. What the fuck?
Making progress in court. still has a bench warrant out for her after not appearing at a criminal trial in December 2022 in Texas, where she was to face charges of interference with child custody and aggravated kidnapping
Facilitate. I mean, yeah.
Aggravated kidnapping facility.
Something that helps doing it, right? They facilitate
so grammatically incorrect. She paid the court fees, which allowed the case to move forward, but no one's been served yet. And she is currently on their wanted list. And back in 2019 was placed as the most wanted fugitive list for child custody charges by El Paso.
What?
So this sounds like very serious mental illness here. What the fuck? Oh
wait. They shouldn't. Oh wait. So she possibly kidnapped her own children, and then she's like suing them for facilitating a kidnapping or whatnot?
Oh my god, Michael Jordan's named in it too.
Oh, maybe it's a smoke screen. Maybe it's a smoke screen.
How deep does the web go? Or how deep does the rabbit hole go?
What?
I'm reading this right.
I mean, if she's facing kidnapping charges, but instead she sues everybody for facilitating kidnapping, whatever the fuck, right? It's a smoke screen for her own case or whatnot, maybe, you know?
The Rock, The Miz, Chris Benoit, Mick Foley, and others conspired to kidnap Raka Khan and her children.
The red herring.
Chris Benoit has been dead for fucking 2 decades almost. So the ghost of Chris Benoit conspired to steal her and her children? When did she allege that this happened, this conspiracy? This is so wacky. Holy fuck. Home Depot trying to be the next Wayfair. Yeah, I guess so. This is the next storyline for the WWE. Oh, man.
What we're saying, you cannot kidnap your own children, and you absolutely can. Of course you can. If let's say you have a children and you have a shared custody of children, right? And it's not your time to have the children, and you pick them up and you harbor them. Yeah, you're kidnapping.
Fuck, if only the MWL could get in on this action, we'd use this lawsuit for one of our storylines in a heartbeat. This would be huge for us.
Extremely often.
But I mean, yeah, this is fucking serious delusion. Especially because she's paying a ton of money for this, clearly. She paid all of the fees in order to push this through the court system, apparently. Alright, that's a big chunk of change right there.
This has busted. Yeah, this has busted. Yeah, it's how it works. It happens a lot where, like, something happens with the custody of the child, and then like some mother or father doesn't agree with it and goes mad mode and like, no, this is my kid, and they pick him up and they drive him away or whatever. That's kidnapping.
Down the shitter. Oh wait, you're right. Wait, Billy Corgan is also named in here. Did you just start naming everyone in the wrestling industry from like all promos everywhere? Am I in here? Is the MWL named in this? Fucking Dow Jones listed on this.
Okay, I get it. So and then she's gonna go after Logan Paul, Jake
Mr.
Paul,
David A. Paceman,
Ron Paul, Lakers in 5. Got it.
Yo, this is X on the beat, yo. Okay.
My voice as well.
That ass. Anyone knows that boy? I don't know, he's just so soy. Anyone knows that boy? I don't know, he's just so soy.